Rob and Slim Show.
What is up, Rob?
CJ.
How's it going, man?
CJ
What
Creech.
is up,
How
man?
you doing, my friend?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
Feeling kind of weird because I don't have much to plug today. I'm like all the other ones. It's kind of nice though.
Oh, that
Call in and chat.
It's freeing. It's freeing. I was just gonna say, welcome to your 30s, CJ, because I know you.
Yes.
You've hit that. You've hit that. I don't know. I think 40 wasn't as bad as hitting 30. Like 30 is depressing and tiring, and I don't know. It sucks. It sucks.
Yes, it does. I was already feeling things like snap, crackling, and popping, but now it's just like it seems like as soon as I hit 30, it was just 10 times worse.
It seemed like every pain you got just lasted like that much longer. It was rough. It was rough. But like I said, 40 was not as bad. Like I expected it to be, and it wasn't. Maybe that's it. Maybe hitting that 30 mark and then hitting 40, you're like, okay, it's not as bad as 30. I don't know. I thought it was cool though. I always see you on Twitter and Facebook, and you always seem busy. Like you have something going on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have like the podcast and stuff like that, but thankfully I'm done with traveling mainly for the rest of the year, which is nice.
That's cool. I saw you recently did a Dave Creech show. You came back, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, we, you know how it is to get in contact with Dave. It's hit or miss. We went from doing one every week. Now we just do a month, and it's so much better.
Yeah. Oh, cool. That's cool to hear. Oh, so I didn't know even on your level you had problems communicating with Dave. I thought Dave would just get back to you like right away. Right away.
Oh no. Like I could just send him a text saying hey, and like I won't hear from him from 3 weeks, and I'm like, hey man, what's up?
I think I sent him a friend request on Facebook, and it was like a year later. Dave Sheridan accepted your friend request.
Yeah, like I'll send him like a holiday themed text or whatever, and then like the holiday's long gone by the time he responds to it.
Oh, he's
You send him a tree, he replies back with a pumpkin.
or like a sparkler. It's 4th of July. Yeah,
Exactly.
It's that much later.
It's like, oh, cool. Thanks for the Christmas wishes. I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day. That's when I'm answering.
Oh, but you guys had a big interview on your last one, right? Dana Brooke from WWE.
Yes, we did. We've been doing some stuff with WWE recently. We've actually got another one. We just got to set a date for Alexa Bliss.
I was just gonna say, if you get Alexa Bliss contact, hook me up. I have the biggest crush on Alexa Bliss. Oh my God.
I actually got to meet her in September. We went to Clash of Champions, so I surprised my daughter. We've been chatting with Alexa, and we got to go backstage after her match, and we got photos. I got to hang out with Alexa and Nikki Cross for a little bit.
Cool. Yeah, no, I hadn't watched WWE for the longest time, and then my sons were up this past summer, and my middle son, William, is a big fan, and so, I'd put it on for him, and my other son, Ewan, got into it too, and I did too. Like, I hadn't seen it in so long. There's just so many cool dudes. Like, I love Samoa Joe. I love Kevin Owens, I think it is, and there's just so many good guys. Like, I was like, wow, these guys are great.
Oh yeah, no, they're fantastic, and I do want to say that actually it didn't air on the podcast with Dana, but actually she's the first guest that ever messed up Dave's name doing the intro, which is amazing because everybody always messes up Creech. Like 3 years of everybody butchering that my last name, and she got that one without any help, but she called Dave David, so it was kind of gratifying a little bit.
How do you mess up Creech though? It's so simple. It's just as it's spelled.
I've heard Creature, Cretch, Greech, like with a G. And like usually I've even heard Screech, like from Saved by the Bell. So it's like,
yeah, I think we asked you that. I think the second time I had you on, I asked you if you ever got confused with Screech.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been a nightmare. You know, I usually have to start off saying, like, when we walk them through doing their intro, but like it's like Screech minus the S. And then they're like, oh, okay, well I was gonna call you Screech anyway, so.
Hey, Screech.
Yeah. So it was finally gratifying for somebody to mess up Dave's name and call him David.
I was gonna ask too. You mentioned your daughter Lexi. Is she a fan of WWE?
She is actually. Alexa Bliss is her favorite wrestler. So it was like a double whammy because it was also 2 weeks before her birthday, so everything just kind of lined up perfectly.
Cool.
I kind of played a prank on my daughter because I didn't tell her she was meeting Alexa Bliss, and so when security got us to take us backstage, she thought she got in trouble, and so I was kind of just convincing her we were going to get kicked out until, you know, Alexa Bliss surprised her. So it was kind of great.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Every time Alexa's on, my kids will be like, "Calm down, Daddy. She's not that cute." I'm like, "No, she is.
Her up now.
She's a cutie." I even showed Ryder. I was like, "Look at this girl," and she's like, "Yeah, she's sexy. She is sexy." So yeah, that girl is something special. I was gonna ask so too, like you just mentioning Lexi. How older has she gotten? Because I remember watching the first video you posted of her at Walker Stalker, and she seems like she's gotten a lot older.
Oh yeah. I think that her first interview she ever did, she was, I want to say 4.
Wow.
Maybe 5. She just turned 8.
Wow. And I saw she dragged you to a JoJo Siwa concert.
Oh, a what?
JoJo Siwa.
I don't even know who that is.
Be glad.
Okay. Oh my God,
Alexa Bliss, isn't she adorable?
Holy.
Yeah, she is gorgeous. Slim is just Googling Alexa Bliss right now, Creech. Just to give you the side story.
Well, don't Google JoJo Siwa.
I'm doing that now.
I was gonna tell him to do that next.
Alexa Bliss looks like a fucking porn star, man.
She's gorgeous.
Holy shit, she is hot.
Yeah.
I got a picture of her as Harley Quinn. It looks like.
That's
adorable.
how she looks.
Like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
She kind of looks like Harley Quinn a little, like the way she's wearing her hair and everything, and the colors.
Oh.
Nice. Who am I looking up?
JoJo Siwa. You'll see a lot of bows.
Yeah. It's like you can. It's one of those that you can look at a picture of her, and even though you've never heard her music, you can almost completely identify and like figure out what she sounds like. And
oh my God,
your insides will die a little bit. Yeah, like oh.
But
I think that's cool though that you did that for your daughter, that you brought her to that.
9,000 screaming girls.
Dude, how much was it?
Their lungs for 3 hours straight.
I remember you posted how much a ticket was, and I was like, oh my God, like what, $300?
Yeah, and that was like not even for like decent seats. I was still like 16 rows back.
Wow. You gotta torture her though. You gotta drag her to something like, I don't know. You gotta drag her to something like, I don't know. What band are you into? Like something she wouldn't.
Baby metal, like just those little Japanese girls. I don't know.
I don't know. A band. You gotta drag her to a concert now.
This JoJo Siwa, she kind of looks like, she reminds me of that. What was that fucking weird ass dude? The Visas?
I don't know.
Oh,
I kind of know what you're talking about. I'm just kind of thinking almost about like Honey Boo Boo. Honey Boo Boo.
I think I'd rather see Honey Boo Boo though.
God damn.
It was definitely a challenge.
And like you said, all those other like young girls just screaming, "Oh, I would have wanted." You didn't have like earplugs?
No, I didn't. And see, and then the worst thing is, you know, I mean, yeah, like as we mentioned, you know, I've been on this earth for 30 years, and somehow never managed to go to a concert. So now, not only do I have to suffer through that concert, I have to live with the fact that that was my first concert.
Oh no!
That I ever went to.
Oh no! Oh my God!
That guy.
Yes, that's Venus. Yeah, the Seventh Element. Yeah, that's exactly. I knew what you were talking about. That's a fancy video. I think he's Russian.
Yeah.
I think he's Russian.
Yeah.
Venus, the Seventh Element. Yeah, there's like a Christmas song.
I would rather listen to that guy. I mean, at least you can understand what he's saying, and it's kind of still kind of catchy.
Yes.
It's just not catchy. It's just
But the JoJo kind of she kind of looks
makes
like
your ears
him.
bleed.
She like dresses like him. She
The
kind of looks
hair,
like him. Yeah.
I think that's what she's ripping off. I think someone needs to expose that.
I think so.
Maybe if you
Well,
showed
I
her
know-
that
I
video, she
know
would have
Freddie
disappeared.
Mercury rolled over in his grave because she did Queen.
Oh!
songs at the concert too.
Which song?
She did "We Will Rock You," "We Are the
God.
Champions,"
Wow.
and one other. I've tried to erase it from my memory, and I think I've succeeded.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. What have you had going on though, CJ? As far as projects, were you working with Method Man?
Well, funny story about that. I know the last time I was on here, I was promoting that I was a part of Strangeland Oddities.
Yes.
Like I just started, and this like up until probably about May of this year, I actually wound up getting a good documentary out of this. It's on YouTube now, and it's also on my Facebook. But it's called Leaving Strangeland. And basically, like, as I'm working for this guy, like, after the last time we were on the show, I just started doing more and more research because the guy just, nothing was adding up. And basically, I found out most of the people he was claiming that we repped, we did not rep. So it was one of those things where, like, I'm talking with Dave, and he's like, hey, yeah, I got to, like, some of the people he wanted to do a project with. And I was like, I'll see. And then, I sent it to the guy who ran the company. He was like, yeah, I'm just waiting on a word back. And like he would say that Carrie Hart, the Pink's husband, was the financial backer. And I'm like, I've never, I don't see him.
Never saw
like,
proof.
Yeah. And everything just kept kind of weird. So I was keeping it myself while I was just, making sure I kept my receipts, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I just kept basically figuring out one thing after the next. Like, one of the major things that I was able to prove, I proved like everything that he had said was false. It was actually a pretty good documentary if you get a chance. It's like 2 hours long.
Cool.
But he had put out that he repped Chuck Norris. And so I was like, let me do some research. So I hit up Chuck Norris's manager, and I'm like, I'm not emailing as myself. I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm a convention runner, and we're interested in having Chuck Norris at our event, blah, blah, blah. What do you like? I see on his website that Sean Blair of Strangeland Oddity says he reps Chuck for commissions. Is that true and everything? He's like, I've never heard of this Sean guy.
Wow. Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, he had been using a lot of people's names. I actually found out a lot of, like, rep.
CJ.
Oh, no!
We lost you. We're starting to break up, and then we lost.
Fuck.
God damn.
Make sure it's not my internet connection here, and
Stop driving.
We're good.
Around, Slim. Cool. CJ.
Yes.
No worries. It started to cut out, and then it dropped.
Did you hear where I said he'd claimed to rep Tony Hawk?
No, I did not hear that. Wow.
he claimed to rep Tony Hawk, Johnny Knoxville, and Steve-O.
Oh my God.
So basically, what I did was I'm friends with Brandon Novak and Joe Franz from Jackass.
Yes.
So I texted them. I was just like, yo, is this true? And they're like, no, we don't know who the hell this is, and they don't know who he is either. So I was just, it's one thing after the next of me just checking off a bunch of lists.
Yeah.
He was stealing people's photos. Like he said he was like a convention photographer, or a concert photographer.
Okay.
But like all of his images, all he was doing was he was going on Google, taking other people's photos and putting his trademark or whatever over the photo.
My God.
Like he took it.
What an a-hole. Wow.
It was, yeah. I got him blacklisted for most of the convention.
good.
Awesome,
community.
dude. Awesome. I was gonna say too, though. I saw that you did. What is Charleston Con?
Oh yeah, it's a new con. That was an experience. I was actually like the MC of the event.
Okay.
And, it was fun. It was weird, but fun. I did an interview with Coco Beware where he stopped in the middle of the interview, and he said that he was dead, and that everybody in there was now speaking to God, and that he was God.
What? Coco Beware. Wow.
Wait.
Who slipped him acid? Did you see?
Amazing.
Yeah, it did like a complete, like, you could hear like a pin drop in that room. Like, everybody was just like, what is going on? We all thought we were watching the self-destruction of this dude, like, right in front of us.
Yes. Grab your kids.
Oh,
and
so it was
walk
like
out.
like you had a PA, you were hooked up to like a PA system and everything, so everyone heard him say that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Everybody in the room. It was amazing because it was a panel that we were doing. So there was a ton of people wanting to talk to their favorite wrestler from the '80s, and yeah,
They just found out that they were all dead.
Did he have the parrot?
He did not. He said that he had said that he actually got a girl parrot for the Frankie or whatever, and so the parrot doesn't like to travel that much anymore. It stays in there and does stuff with the girl parrot all day.
So that's why he's not okay anymore. Like the parrot used to keep him sane. It was like his.
I think the parrot was like the
controlling him. Yeah.
Like he was it was the parasite that made him what he was, and now it's gone, and he's transformed into another being.
Yeah, because apparently, I got one of the first interviews with God because, halfway through he announced that he was God.
When is the world gonna end? That's what
Hey, you should have all the answers now,
yeah.
CJ.
Oh my god. CJ too, is there an Instagram account impersonating your show? Because I saw either you or Dave said, like, if you get an Instagram message saying somebody's from the Dave and Creech Show and charging for an interview, don't go with it.
Yeah, that was another that was somebody morning. I'm checking my Instagram and I get a message from some like model, and she's like, "Hey, does this guy work for you?" And I'm like, "No." And she sent me all the screenshots, and he was, "Hey, I want you on the Dave and Creech Show. We'll go ahead and do a talk about your life, your career, and help promote you, and do this and do that. And you just give me some money, and I'll make sure it's arranged and everything." And I'm like, "No,
dude, how do you
please
get
tell
this?
me you didn't give him money."
Yeah.
And she was like, "No, I was doing my due diligence by checking with you before anything happens." I was like, "Good,"
Cool.
because
How do you get these?
We never charge for interviews.
I've never heard of anyone trying to be Rob or Slim. You guys are onto something. Like, nobody wants to be us.
No, we did have like a SoundCloud that impersonated us at one point, I think. Or they just, I remember you found it and you were like, "Yo, who?" And it said like the description was like me and my buddy Slim.
Oh, yes.
And you were like, "Who is this?"
Yes.
And it just like they had like one of our tracks, like one of our shows, like on their
remember
SoundCloud.
that.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie though. For a brief second, it crossed my mind. I was like, "Well, maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I should be charging people if people are willing to pay to come do interviews on it." But
I would have been like,
I mean, we never do that.
He was, no. I'm just lucky to get that interview and that interaction. Yeah, I don't. Even one of the earlier sites we were on, it was crap guests, and they asked in the whatever, like, do you charge for interviews? No, because then I feel like, first of all, you're going to have to kiss that person's ass. Like, they're paying you. Like, they own you for that interview. Yeah, no, if you're doing something stupid, I want to be able to call you out on something stupid. Like, yeah, no, I don't ever want that.
I agree, yeah. That's kind of the double-edged sword sometimes. It's like, with us, we have to bring on people for movies, and sometimes you're like, "Oh God, I really don't want to dog this movie that we're bringing them on," but like, sometimes the movies are just bad. So then we just, instead of like calling them out on how bad that project is, we'll like asked him one or two questions about that movie and just focus on something completely different the rest of the
Yeah,
show.
let's drive over here for a minute. Let's not go to that part of town. Yeah.
You got a new movie coming out, but what about all these old movies you did?
Oh, I want to ask you, CJ, being working with a lot of Walking Dead people, have you been keeping up with the newest season?
I have not, actually. Believe it or not, I need to start getting back on it because I'm supposed to be emceeing next year at Fighter Bash, doing like all the panels and stuff.
Cool.
In Atlanta. But I haven't actually watched the show since the mid-season 8, so I'm like super behind.
Where did you leave off, like plot-wise?
Carl dying.
Okay. I'm just
And
trying.
I didn't quit because like Carl died. I was just like,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. And then like I just never watched it when it came back on.
I was telling Slim last, I think it was like the season before, it was like the best it ever got. Like I really feel like you're gonna love what's coming. Like I feel.
Well, I hope so. I mean, it couldn't get much worse than it was when I left.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. Did you see Rick? Was Rick still around then? Yeah. So Rick was still around then, and I was just so sick of him. Mm-hmm. There was like, I don't know how long it was. I'm like, I'm just almost if one more episode sucks, I'm done with this show. And then it just came back, and then it just came back strong. So I will just tell you that it'll get good.
I think Lexi keeps up with it more than I do at this point. I know she interviewed some of the cast over the summer.
Oh wow, who did she have on like recently?
She we haven't released some of them, but she interviewed Seth Gilliam, who's Father Gabriel. She interviewed Ross Marquand, who plays Aaron.
Yes.
Cool. And she interviewed Cooper Andrews. That one's been released. He plays Jerry.
Who's that?
Jerry's the fat guy, right?
My God, I love Jerry. I love Jerry so much. He's like Ezekiel's hype man. Yes.
Yes. And then she interviewed Alice before, who I can't remember her name, but I know she was one of the heads on the Pike.
Oh.
She's the redheaded chick.
Was that the one from Too Many Cooks? I don't know. I have to look. I have to go back and look. I don't know.
I think she's one of Negan's wives in the earlier seasons.
Oh, one of Negan's wives. Okay. Yeah, because there were a few important people. I know Tara was on. I hope I didn't spoil anything, but I think Tara was one of those heads. And I think I think the girl from Too Many Cooks, if you know who I'm talking about. I don't know. I kind of want to say maybe. But
the important question is, Creech, do you know what Too Many Cooks is?
Ooh.
Silence.
Oh, are we losing you, Creech?
Yeah, I don't know what Too Many Cooks is.
Oh, definitely. After we hang up, Google Too Many Cooks and watch it, and let me know if it's changed your life for the better or worse. I don't know. I still don't know what it's done for me, but I can't stop watching it. It's one of the best things in the world. CJ, it's been a blast talking to you as always, my friend. But we have to wrap it up, my dude.
I'm right. That sounds good. Maybe next time, if within the next year, if I text him now, maybe for the next one we can get Dave.
Season 8.
No promise.
Season 8, our intern will be limbless, and we will talk to Dave Sheridan again.
Yeah, I need to text him now, so like give him a couple of months to respond.
Yeah. And where can everybody find you, CJ, except for not at Strangeland?
Not a stranger, no. Not there anymore.
But where are you on the socials?
At Creech Cubed on Twitter, CJ Creech on Facebook, or Creech Creative Productions, and I believe at Creech Creative on Instagram.
Awesome.
And of course, Dave is at Dave Sheridan. We're at Dave and Creech for the podcast, and we've had quite a few big names this year, so most of them should be on the YouTube page.
Cool, brother. Cool. We will talk soon, CJ.
All right, guys. Hope y'all have a great night.
Hope you have a better one, and I never want to see a Leaving Robin Slim documentary out of you.
Yeah, we got to make one.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, CJ. Have a good one, brother.
All right. You too.
Later.